Hello, beautiful souls. Happy 11/11. You have 4 scepters in front of you. The one you pick will reveal a lot about your psychic powers, your subconscious mind, and a lot of mysterious things. This is a very exciting reading, and I'll see you at your group. Hi, group 1. Welcome to your reading. You've chosen the red scepter, and the first thing I am getting from your guides, I'll basically base this reading on the scepter that you have chosen because it is going to reveal a lot about your psychological position as well as your psychic powers on this day, 11/11. And perhaps at the end of it, we'll make a wish come true. So, the scepter you have chosen, it is taking me to draconic and reptilian as well as the ancestral realm, and the biggest power I do sense around the scepter is of illusion, elemental magic, and that's very interesting. That elemental magic is there, and working with the ancestors. The funny thing is that not many people know exactly how we might work with the ancestors, but you might have a natural knack for connecting with the ancestors and then working with them. So, and these are high ancestors, right? So for this group, anytime you do connect to ancestors, you will connect with ancestors who were very strong, who were practitioners of magic, or they were alchemists. And even in your own bloodline, you would have witches and wizards and druids and sages and saints. And these are the ancestors that I am talking about. So for your cards, we have healing the motherline. We have the card here which says hate, which is very interesting. There's wounds inflicted on your mother by your father very strongly. And I'm sorry if I'm being insensitive, but this is generally just seeing your mother did see a lot of mistreatment in her life, whether you know it or not. And because she had a lot of mistreatment, it really passed on to you, because even while you are carrying your child in your womb, the mistreatment you might receive can pass on to your kids, even if after the birth of the child it stops. Sometimes the mother's mother will be mistreated, and then that's then passed on through generation and generation. So even if your mother, let's say, had a perfect or near perfect husband, if your grandmother saw abuse, it will still reflect in your mother's energy. Interesting thing to note, because I'm just giving you pointers to work with right now, and we'll see the solution. Music. So this is directly connected to insecurities and the fear of being seen and the fear of being heard, and a lot of really, really bad self-criticism is what I get here. Really bad self-criticism. And the scepter that you have is essentially going to, and I'm getting a lot of fire energy, so like the element of oak is very important. Sun and Mars as planets are very important for this group, and working with these. And we have 3-6, right? So 3-6-9, you really can make your wishes come true if you can alchemize your anger. Your anger is literally the difference between success and failure, as far as the energies go. We have hips, and hips, again, you see that red, orange, blazing fire energy. And hips, they store tons of trauma. And if you're planning on working on your anger issues, and I'm sensing there's a lot of anger in your self-criticism, like when you criticize yourself, you don't, like, you can be a real nightmare to your own self when you're criticizing yourself. And you can really be kinder to yourself, and that energy can be invited if you allow yourself to like dance. I've seen that more than anything, the trauma around your hips is released in dancing. And we have Fox, embrace the necessity to adapt and thrive through change. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to lay out your tarot cards. So I will be taking more cards, and usually my process with the cards is such that I will be meditating with the cards, and that can take a good 10 to 15 minutes because I will sit with the energies and really just speak with them. Interestingly for you, Group 1, the witches, ancient witches, grand witches are coming forth, especially with the World card. And I immediately said that with like the grand witches, are you here? And as soon as I said that, they confirmed it. They gave me this card. It just flew out. Basically, it naturally happens. So you have the backing of a lot of witches. Whether you are a man or a woman, it would be so important right now to really, really connect with the women in your family in general, even if you do not like them. There's a hidden aspect of your own self which lies with the women in your family, and they're asking you with these cards, they want to work with you actually, and they're asking you, why is it that you don't dress up or speak or as in work on your skills? Because they're saying you've got it, you've got the skills that, and the beauty, the charisma, the magnetism. You've really got it in a huge amount, more than many people do, and most people would really love to have certain skill sets that you do possess. Why is it that you keep playing small? And that's why they're going with the Moon card, because there's something about you where you really play small to stay safe. And I'm seeing here that the women in your family have had very, very strong sexuality. Sometimes, and this used to happen a lot in the past, so I'm not just making it up for the sake of the reading, but women were so beautiful, so aesthetic, opposed to the warlike, dangerous world of the hunting, gathering, going on war man, that man used to feel that a woman has bewitched him just because, from the war front, they've gone into the face of something so beautiful and caring and loving. And that's the strength of feminine sexuality, actually. It's love. It's rooted in love. And that's something which is so, so strong with you. But because love in today's society has been normalized, it's sensationalized in movies that love's like this, love is like that, and normalized, sensationalized also with things like anybody is, like people sing songs about love, and there's a whole art of flirting and this and that, and love is not like that. Love is very, very pure, and only if you are very loving, you will likely be very close to God, very saintly, and very sexual at the same time without the need to have sex. You would just be sexual. But you keep yourself small because people project that onto you, that if you're being loving and nice and kind, you're trying to get something sexually, and that's not the case, right? Okay, I'll take more cards. Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. And you can't see, but at the back of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. So I've been talking to your ancestors. Believe it or not, I can do that. But yeah, your ancestors, the collective ancestors, these are ancestors who are really so high, quite high. They are the ancestors of humanity, and mothers of humanity. Beautiful. I connected with Mother Rose. No wonder mothers want to come forth today. So we have the Ace of Cups, right, which is, they have given you some of the most, I am kidding you not, I am being 100% honest with you, Group 1. The mothers have, oh my God, I have tears in my eyes. This is insane. I'm about to cry. They're making me feel stuff. Okay. It's like the mothers have collected these beautiful pearls and kind of deposited them on to you, because you have the kindness and the gentleness to take care of these gems, these pearls, these jewels. And what they have noticed is that you don't know how to use your loving nature to your advantage. You know how to give your love, but you don't know how you can give your love in a way that it ensures you are getting what you want. And they're saying that that is possible. Don't reduce yourself. The Queen of Cups is somebody who rules over the world, and she's often considered the strongest queen if she's able to overcome all her insecurities. Even stronger than the King of Cups, actually. Queen of Cups is one of the, hands down, one of the strongest cards in the tarot. She's really revered and looked up to and respected by all the other characters of the tarot. And she's loved. The funny thing is that she's deeply loved. And everybody wants to protect her because she's so loving, because she has done so much for others, that everybody just wants to protect her because she is the mother. She does represent the mother archetype, you know, along with the Empress, actually. And that's what they're saying, that why do you not expect people to have your back or protect you or to look after your needs? You look after a lot of needs for other people. You make day-to-day life very much easier for those around you. And then you're like, no, it's okay, I don't want anything back. And they don't want you to be like that. They are wanting you to step into your power, and they are specifically asking me to tell you to dress up every single day. And they're saying, we know you get tired because you're so emotionally drained. You don't have the energy to beautify yourself every single day. But they're saying we will give you the energy because we have blessed you with some of the most beautiful features a human being can have. And you will stand out, and it's got nothing to do with the standards of beauty as given in the, I don't know, Vogue magazine. This is more around the psychology, hidden psychology of what makes people attractive, what makes an aura attractive, that everybody is trying to crack that code, and you are the code. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to wrap up the message here for you because that's the thing, I keep my messages short for many reasons. I hope that you benefited from this. I'm actually running temperature, so my health isn't the best. So thank you for just like holding space for my low energy today. And I love you so much, and happy 11/11. And really just step into your power, group one. Step into it. That's it. You're wondering, what is it? What do I need to do? Who do I need to pray to? What ritual magic do I need to do? You need to step into your power. You do it through witchcraft, you do it with a therapist, doesn't matter. That's what you have to do. Okay, hopefully you'll subscribe, and I'll see you again, and you'll like and comment, and namaste. Bye-bye. Hi, group 2. Welcome to your reading. Okay, so primarily we will look at the scepter that you have chosen, and I know 100% that this is the pile of wizards and witches and Merlin. I don't know why, I'm getting very strong energy that I associate with the energy of Merlin. Okay, let's have a look at your oracle cards. We have the Fertile Void. Fertile Void, Inner Winter, Rest, Patience, Potency, Secret Beginnings. What's up, what's up? This is super interesting. Resilience, this is your second card. Okay, we have Witchcraft. Yeah, I told you, witches. We have Eyes, Psychic Vision, and we have Forest Song. Nurture your inner child with love and compassion. So as per your scepter and the initial spread of cards, I get for group 2 that 11/11, there's a huge wish around your psychic powers which is coming true. This is about connecting to higher spiritual beings, but for many of you, I can hear people say, somebody say that, teach me how do I manifest better? How do I heal faster? How can I increase my psychic vision? So some of you will find, and the crystal ball on top is the amethyst. But I'm also seeing, interestingly enough, I'm seeing a stained purple quartz and Lemurian quartz. So these are interesting crystals that are coming forth. I do feel you have a very strong connection to crystals. So even if you are somebody who is hearing about crystals for the first time, or you've never used them, just having them around you will change your day-to-day experience. So I would recommend purchasing that on this beautiful day. Happy 11/11, by the way. And a big aspect of you, see, the way that I'm seeing is I'm seeing many past lives for this group in which you have lived rather solitary, walked your own path, have bud off from your family and tradition and culture and society, and really sort of had this Gnostic experience of life where you've just gone and lived alone on mountains and the hills, and you felt yourself being outcasted by the society, and I've seen you create amazingly, like unfathomably strong bonds with Mother Earth, and you have no idea right now how powerful your bond with Mother Earth is. I'm getting huge amounts of green and brown earth energy just shooting up my entire energetic body. And Mother Earth, I was talking to Mother Earth just like a while back, you guys. So here's the thing, 11/11, the crystal and the scepter, they are your connection to the earth. And this is a huge call for you to re-establish that connection, because Mother Earth loves you like no other. Take my word for it. I'm psychic enough to tell you that what I'm saying is 100% true. And many of your solutions to your problems lie with your connection to the earth and nature. Okay, so I will lay down your tarot cards now. Okay, so this is extremely exciting. If you would have a look at the last card, it's the Queen of Pentacles. And the back of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is Mother Earth herself, and the King of Pentacles is Mother Earth in her very divine form as Mother Gaia, the star that she is. And I've often gotten this in my downloads and psychic channelings, that Mother Earth herself is not less than a star. She is a star full of great light. So much light that we come here to experience our own light in her shadow. I don't know how to explain this, maybe some other day. So let me tell you what happened when I was talking to the spirits around you, which are highly prophet-like, right? Like there's a sense of connecting to prophets, Moses, Noah, Master Christ, Guru Nanak Sahib, Ascended Masters, huge sense of that. And Druid energy is very, very prominent with you guys. And by the way, this card, if you see this one here, witchcraft, right? So for you, by the way, it is because you had unlocked the secret of the earth, as in the healing ability, the psychic ability that you can get from the earth. You had unlocked it, that people looked at you as a witch or a wizard. And you are essentially a very, very old soul who is deeply in love with the earth, and you would never think of earth as anything else but the highest form of God consciousness itself. So you don't see attachment to the earth as anything bad, which is the most beautiful thing about you. The planet really like loves you for that, adores you, protects you. That's the first thing. With the Page of Wands and the Five of Swords, now they're saying that people in your life, you get a lot of energetic vampires naturally in your life. The reason why is because on earth, energetic vampires, more than anyone else, they will go to someone who know about the earth, and you are someone like that, and the earth kind of sends them away. So you will find that many of your connections just do not work out, even though on the like the looks of it, everything is perfect, but Mother Earth still sees that you are subliminally behind the scenes being used in a way which is not good, or even if you're not being used, you're not being given the amount of respect. So if there's a connection being taken away from you, if it has been taken away from you, the month of October, November, it's falling apart, let's say, and let it go. You don't need that, right? And the biggest impact that people in your life really have, they spoil your connection with the earth. They ruin, they create a break there. And your sole purpose in this life is to show everybody actually how much we underestimate the magic of the earth. So yeah, that's the King of Wands there. You will be a very high-standing wizard and witch, but this will be green medicine, earth magic, naturism, pantheism, but more in a fetishistic way. Like, you will really, I have to say, you are the shaman. Yeah. But I feel shamans are also in group 3. I haven't recorded it, but I connected with that energy, so you can check out group 3 if you want. Okay, let's move ahead. Okay, group 2. I had a full-blown conversation with your guides right now. Please ignore the sound in the background. There's some construction work going on. It's been going on since the last 6 months, and it disturbs all my readings. So we got the Fool card, and I was like, well, is this about 2026? And your guide said, yes, this is about 2026. And then this is the Four of Pentacles, and they told me that 2025 is where you have cleared out completely any remnants of, I would like to say, 3D karmic connections. You know, sometimes, and this is for me as well, because they gave my own life example for this. Like, I did make some beautiful friends this year, and I had a feeling, hey, you know, maybe these friendships will last, because usually my friendships don't last for one reason or another. But they did not last, even though they were so beautiful. And eventually I was the one healing my friends, you know, being a healer, a psychic, sort of just like naturally happens. But then, and it's the same with you, you might have had some beautiful relationships in the beginning, whether they were digital, whether they were very 3D in the physical, and then they fizzled out. And your guides are saying that along with me and you, we were both doing this thing where we were karmically indebted to teaching them about the psychic world and the world of God consciousness and connecting with their higher selves. And I was like, are you sure about this? Like, do you, and then I said, so 2025 is done. So are you sure that, you know, in 2026, nothing of this sort will happen? And then they showed me the death card. And they said that, yes, actually, there's been a complete annihilation of your soul contracts on every level, like energetic, physical, mental, emotional, just like complete annihilation of that. But then I was like, this is, you know, I'm going to tell this to them in the reading. Are you sure? Like, I wasn't just feeling too confident. And then they gave me the Hierophant, and they were like, tell it to them with 1000% confidence that they are not supposed to be engaging in any relationships whatsoever in which the other person is also not a healer, is also not spiritual, is also not equally aware of consciousness. And they're saying, and that's what they said, and this is the Tower card. And I was like, okay, so what is this about? This is painful, right? Like, are they going to go through something painful again? And they said, no, this is about us telling them, and this is the Earth, by the way, the Earth was speaking. And she always, Mother Earth, she's speaking all the time, if you can listen. So she sort of like came in and she said that they are not going to be in cities, in public places, in institutions, in jobs. It's just not going to work out for them if these are not deeply connected to their inner values. And their inner value is connected to me and to the magic of the earth, to the magic of druids more than anything. We've got druids and we've got sages and saints of India. I'm Indian, by the way. But we have, so Indian saints have connected to different beings. Many saints have just connected to higher consciousness, while many saints as sages, as like female as well, by the way, when I say this, they have not connected to quote unquote higher beings. They've connected to the earth and discovered the magic of the earth. Yoga is the magic of the earth, actually. Many people don't know it. Yoga, Ayurveda, naturopathy, right? This is all you're going to do moving on in life, nothing else. No weird 3D energy power dynamics, because the Tower card, it won't work out. It just won't work out. Either you will leave, the person will leave, something else will come between you. You might have a connection with a spiritual person who is much, much younger to you, much, much elder to you. I'm not saying romantic, but the only lasting ones will be spiritual. And that's the biggest thing that your scepter is telling me. Beautiful. I would love to claim this. Dear God, help me claim this, because I am done with trying to heal people. And 1111 is a wish coming true. They've said it very loudly and clearly that this portal is your deepest desire coming true. And oftentimes we won't know, but our deepest desire would be something very virtuous. You know, something like, I want to be connected to God. I want to be kinder. I want to have the strength to be able to help more. You know, I want to have riches so that I can share that. I can make something of it. So usually that's the deepest desire. And they're taking me to this card, Forest Song, nurture your inner child with love, compassion. We've got a beautiful baby deer here. There's a stag, there's birds, beautiful flowers, you guys. The biggest wish, and this is your hidden desire, by the way. You were born with this hidden desire of the purest nature, that you wanted to be one with the earth, not one with the universe, not one with God, one with earth. For you, being one with the universe is being one with the earth. This is a wish which is coming true, number one. Number two, you are unlocking certain powers around earth magic. So I would suggest literally like look it up. Whatever catches your eye on the internet will be for you. You can't go wrong with your intuition on this, because you have it in your DNA. You have it coded in your body, that you can bring out the best of the earth, and the earth brings out the same for you. The earth is like your mother, your lover, your brother, your sister, everything in one. The biggest thing, your wish, your desire coming true, are immense powers deeply connected to the earth. Okay, so this is where I will wrap it up. Beautiful energy. I am so proud of you guys. I am honored to be in your presence. I love my mother planet so much. I'm so grateful for it, for giving me space. And I hope this group and I hope we get to connect soon, because I really resonate with you. If you like this, you can like, comment. To help my channel, you can subscribe. That would be beautiful. And have a beautiful 11/11, you guys. Namaste. Bye-bye. Hi, Group 3. Namaste. Okay, so the right order of things is first an apology, because there is some construction work going out in the background, but it will not impact the quality of the messages. The second order of things, almost 50% of the things about your power, your psychic ability, and your undoubtable connection to Mother Earth as an old soul, as a druid, as a green witch, as an herbalist, and a shaman, right? All of these things, I've talked about them in group number 2. That's where I showed up. So there's a lot there. So I would genuinely recommend checking out group 2. Now, despite that, your scepter still has so much more to say. This is almost group 2, but a highly upgraded version, a highly realized version. And what I'm hearing is Grand Master, like you've mastered it, and it's almost like you will be teaching group 2 how to become what you already are. Yeah. So you've got a lot of Jupiter energy to you, and Mercury as well as Jupiter coming together. So that might have some significance in your birth chart. And that's interesting, because I haven't talked about planets, and I do feel you do have that ability now, and you've always had it, to actually connect with the consciousness, the intelligence of planets, and actually be able to talk to them in a way. So let's have a look. We have Brothers of the Rose, Sacred Masculine, Honor, Protection, Support. I love this card. I love it. I love talking about the Sacred Masculine. We have Needs. Ooh. Okay, so this is about Healer, heal thyself. Like, I can heal everybody, but I'm not able to heal myself. We have Success, 44. Success. Ooh. And the red there, root chakra. Tremendous. We have Fat Tissue. Guys, this is amazing. I can't wait to tell you what I'm getting. Trust in your inner guidance. Compass. Green Medicine. I told you you've got Green Medicine. Root Worker. Okay, my beautiful loves. I would like to first say that you do so much magic on a day-to-day basis. And I'm not saying this lightly. Please listen to what I'm saying, because this is the truth. Most of the people watching this particular group, you do so much magic on a day-to-day basis, and your connection and experience with magic, alchemy, healing, giving love is so intense that you almost forget how to do 3D things like hold a job, and you might hate yourself for it. you know, and it's kind of really hurting your guides. And your guides are very emotional in a lot of ways. I'm sensing Andromedan energy, and Andromedan energy is very rooted in emotions. They love to feel. They don't throw away any emotions. So they do feel your pain. I would like to talk about the cards one by one. There's so much going on in your group. It's almost like I want to make a separate 30-minute video just for this group. But so Brothers of the Rose, first of all, this group, you have changed your mind, adapted so much throughout your life. It's almost like in this single life, you have been 100 different people. And that's not something to hate yourself for, that I don't know who I am. I'm so many people all at once. That is your superpower. You have to change the narrative around it, or you will not experience the joy which is stored inside you. Second one, you've got the Mother card here, and it says needs. You guys, like I said, you do so much magic, spiritual things. You don't do the 3D stuff, which is like, oh, maybe I would like to have a family. Maybe I would like a healthy relationship with somebody. Such an emphasis on finding true love and knowing that finding true love, a good partner, somebody you can share your life with. That is one of the most divine experiences we can have on earth. As a matter of fact, relationships are the biggest form of alchemy. Relationships are the biggest reason we come on this earth. Most of the souls, I would say pretty much all the souls on earth have come on earth to live and love and grow in relationships. And one of the most important relationships for you is true love. Never ever throw that possibility away. Okay. Now we've got success here. Success, fat tissue, and compass. Trust your inner guidance, navigate journey with clarity. Most of you here, you might have this notion of yourself where you underestimate yourself, like, I am not talented, I don't know how to read tarot cards, I do not know, I can't channel. Look at everybody, they can see gods and goddesses, like, who am I? I'm just ordinary, dada. Just start doing it. Just start a YouTube channel and pretend that you have a power. You will surprise yourself. Trust me, you will just be like, oh, let me pretend to be a psychic, and let me pretend to say what a psychic would say, and do that with a friend, and your friend will tell you that, whoa, how did you do that? But this applies from the beginner to advanced level, right? Like if you're already channeling, if you're already a psychic, if you're already an oja, you're already a root worker, you're already a shaman, you're at a stage where you have already upgraded, but you think that, no, I have to upgrade, I'm waiting for an upgrade. And your spirit guides are like, no, why are you waiting? You have upgraded. You did that a while back. You just don't notice it. And the reason why, with fat tissue and compassion and the compass card, a lot of lack of appreciation and love in your life. You've not had enough love in your life, and you are operating on a very emotional heart chakra center. I promise you, if you are a psychic, an empath and healer, and you do not get enough love, support and care in a day, I'm not saying in your life, every single day, you don't get beautiful, high quality love, you will start doubting your gifts. Seriously, I know this from personal experience. Okay, that being said, let me take your tarot. Okay, so keeping it short, first, there are two cards which are repeating from previous groups, right? This was in group 2, and I think the Fool card was in group 2 as well, and the World was in group 1. So I would really, again, emphasizing it, go to group 2, there's messages there. Now the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, right, and the World card. The World card can also, and it often does, symbolize that things get completed when different parts of our own psychology and psychic abilities come together. So our mental life, and for you, mental life, emotional life, physical life, when it all comes together in a holistic way, that's when a process is complete. Now for you, everything is good on the spiritual level. You are very kind, emotionally, you are very giving. However, 3D basis, right, like economics of it all, like the money making, having healthy relationships and people who can support you in a 3D way, you know, like look after you when you have cold or cook food for you. If you do not have that, yeah, that's the thing. It's not that anything bad will happen if you don't have that, but something in life will always feel incomplete. I do want to get solutions for that, but these two are the emphasis here, where they are first saying that you have the potential and you actually deserve to be earning money from the gifts that you have mastered over different lifetimes. Earn money, like literally make money. It's very 3D, and it's very much needed for this group to have that 3D experience. But we'll talk on it further. Okay, this was interesting. I was talking with your guides, which are the same as the ones in group 2, and you have a lot of repeating cards from group 2 again. You have the Hierophant repeated in group 2 and the King of Pentacles as well repeated in group 2, so back of the deck energy. And I went into trance. You'll be like, that's insane, that's not possible. And she's lying. No, not lying. I can do that. Sometimes when I'm channeling, connecting, I will just like leave the earth. And then I came back and I was like, whoa, okay, I was out. And while I was out, what I was channeling were the fairies and the earth, Mother Earth. And that's interesting because I think that's what your guides are here to tell you, that you can actually channel the spirit, the consciousness of the earth. Like you can close your eyes, connect and say, hello, I am the earth speaking to you. You can actually speak on behalf of the earth. That's very interesting. Then we have the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. They are talking about actual tactics to help you make money. First of all, one reason you are not making money is because of the self-esteem issues that you do have. And these self-esteem issues, they will go away with this very helpful thing they're talking about it. It's called the Brag Book, B-R-A-G-B-O-O-K. Now, the Eight of Wands and the Fool, they're saying many of you don't feel attractive or feel fat or feel not like you don't have a beautiful body, and a lot of that sense will go away when you do yoga. So for you, this group, this session is highly instructional because the healing messages, they're all in group 2. You can go there. And then we have the Star and the Five of Swords, and I was like talking to the guides and I say, okay, so are they right about the energy vampires in their life? And then they gave the star card. They were like, yes. If you think and if you believe that there are people in your life who are with you just because you give them love or you make them food or just because you care for them, just because you give them emotional support, you are right in believing that they are actually with you just because you are giving them something. They are not with you out of a pure sense of friendship, camaraderie. And this is true for many of them. And many of you will not relate to this part because for many of you, they are saying you have completely isolated yourself, as in you don't really associate yourself with a lot of people. And for you, with the World and the Hierophant, they're saying you did a very good decision when you chose to learn the art of being alone and being by yourself. And they're saying that now and then you might like feel confused and hate yourself and feel that if I am a good person, I should have valid relationships. And Mother Earth literally stepping in, she's saying, no, not at all. I am so proud of the fact that you chose to walk the lonely path. You chose to walk alone. I'm really proud of you for that. There is a destination that you will reach as you follow this path you have chosen to take alone. And when that destination is, you will arrive at it, you will meet people who resonate with you on each and every level. There's the absence of complete friction. There's no, something like power and push and pull and I have to prove my worth, all that doesn't even exist as you walk this path. And this is happening sooner than you realize because they really talked about you finding love very much sooner than you think. And you might feel that, hey, well, that's not even on my list, but they really want you to have that 3D experience because it will enhance your capacity to offer your services to people, because you hold back, because you get self-esteem issues, because you don't get quality love on a day-to-day basis. You have it in your heart, but you need to receive it from the outside to remember that you have it in your heart. Okay? Okay. Beautiful group. And I connected with the fairies, so I'm feeling a little ADHD. Oh my God, I feel like I have zoomies. I feel like happy and I want to dance. So I would recommend dancing. That's so interesting. That's another thing they said, that you really need to do yoga and dance and just enjoy your body. Your body feels really happy. It manufactures a lot of joy on its own. So that is what I have for you, group 3. I really hope this helped. Do let me know how this resonated for you. This was very interesting for me, so I would love to hear from you in the comment section, genuinely. And you can like to support my channel, you can subscribe to come back to similar channelings, and just, happy 11/11. Until next time, namaste, take care. Hi group 4, namaste. So the first thing, there is construction work going on in the background, and I apologize deeply for it, but it will not affect the quality of the messages. The second, and actually the most important thing, you don't need confirmation. I would like to tell you that you're very, very much exactly where you're supposed to be, doing what you're supposed to do. And your scepter has the energy of transmutation. It has the energy of Lord Shiva, but Lord Shiva as the Lord of animals. So now if you've heard of the Celtic figure, god, Centauros, I will find their name, that, and Pashupati, which is very deep connection, and tantric energy. So this is very intense occult, and they keep saying shadow walker, and that you work with the energy of the underworld, and that's what your scepter is taking me to, the underworld. And the underworld is basically a psychological realm where we can confront our deepest fears and our hatred, our anger. We can confront all of it in physical form. I'm getting a lot of energy around hallucinogenics, using or like plant medicine to be in altered state of consciousness, and a very transformational journey for you. Very, very transformational. Let's take a look. I'm super excited. We have after the rain, silver lining, relief, hope, mercy, it's over, and acceptance. Okay, we have aggression, passive aggression. Attack is the best defense. Oh wow, this is like 11/11 is here to tell you it's safe to soften, safe to soften. Blood, I'm telling you, you guys are doing some like, your energy goes back to these Egyptian times, to having seen black magic very closely. Nature, blood, and last and definitely not the least, silent watcher. Think before making decisions. Oof, heavy, beautiful. Okay, so I'm getting very emotional for this with this group. I feel like you are a very deep healer, and I feel a lot of pain and trauma that you have been through, group 4, and that has not made you any bitter or worse and given you unkindness in any way. You've been through so many trials, and I don't know why they're saying, your guides are saying that every time you do cry, it heals the collectives, different collectives, and your guides primarily are coming forth as ascended masters, as well as underworld figures like Anubis and Hecate, guardian spirits, dragons, and even serpents, huge benevolent serpents. I would just like to share my own life story with you. I think primarily you are a healer. That's who you are. And the biggest purpose in your life comes when you are able to heal others, because when you see something healing in someone outside of you, something within you heals as well. So hey, maybe you'll heal me. My life has been rather traumatic. I have seen a lot of abuse, emotional, physical, sexual as well. And there's a very deep pain in my heart which never goes away. And it creates further pain because I have never forgotten this pain. I have never let it go, because of which I am afraid of embracing love completely, because of which my interpersonal relationships are not very good. And I don't have the best opinion of myself, and I can get skeptical about life. So when you hear these things, what do you feel, group 4? Like, what do you want to tell me? Because that's the thing with you. You have unbelievable amounts of energy that can transform the lives of people in a way that they will never ever be able to forget what you have done for them. I feel you don't realize it, but there's people around you who look at you and say that, thank you for watching over me, thank you for being my friend, and thank you for showing up for me when I needed it the most. You literally saved my life. I don't know what else to say except that you really have saved lives. Just being, transmuting, healing your own self and showing up very authentically, not giving into the noise. You have healed, saved, rescued souls and not just lives. Okay, I'll take your tarot. So these are your tarot cards. We have the Eight of Swords, the Sun card, the Seven of Wands, the Empress, as well as the Moon. And I was talking to your guides. So they've given me 8 and Sun in combination with each other. And the thing is that this is an interesting thing you do with your power. As soon as you sort of upgrade, or as soon as you acquire something, you find the person who is the most in need of it. You have the tendency to heal people who are most traumatized, and sometimes the most traumatized people are the people who will hurt you back. You know, like when a dog or an animal is injured, they are ready to bite you back. So they're addressing that with these two. Now with the Seven of Wands, they really were talking about the life of Merlin and the life of Osho. You don't have to like any of these figures, but there's something deeply resonant between you and Merlin and Osho, and I just saw your eyes and just saw your eyes tearing up. You have a very deep emotional capacity, and I have to be honest, the world is a cruel place for someone like you, and that's here with the Empress and the Moon card. You have to unplug from the world at the end of the day and really look inside your own landscape. And I don't have anything to tell you in terms of, hey, you have these powers, or hey, you can do this, or try working with sacred geometry. I feel like everything you are supposed to know in terms of your superpowers, you know it already. And your scepter is just sort of looking at me in the eyes almost and asking me to be very raw and authentic with you, because that's who you are at your core. You're a very transparent individual, and the thing is, people take advantage of very transparent, raw, authentic souls. And at the end of the day, it's very important for this group to have an inner sanctuary, to connect with their creative gifts and arts, music, playing music, drums, guitar, painting, dancing. And when I say dancing, I've said dancing for almost all the groups, but for you this will be really learning the structured dance, as in like the rules. If you're learning Bharatanatyam or like Samba or like tango, you're learning how to do that, learn it methodically, because the methodology behind art will liberate you, because your heart is just, it's too pure, and nothing will understand you as much as nature. Animals will understand you. You will find soulmates in animals. Seriously, that's the feeling. Okay, so I have got a bunch of extra cards, about 1, 2, 3 extra cards for this group. Let me talk about what I felt talking to your guides, connecting to the energy. Now the Eight of Wands, your guides were saying that it won't work for this group if you disconnect with your feelings. You are really supposed to feel the best of the feelings and the worst of the feelings. And then they gave me the King of Pentacles, and they said that in a way, people will be ready to give you money just because of your ability of being able to feel things. The thing is that when we get too angry, when we get too sad, and even when we get too happy and excited, we are not able to contain that energy in the body. And the body is a vessel, it's a container. And you are here to master the art of feeling very, very deeply. Some of the most painful aspects of it can be that you have tears in your eyes and almost everything shatters you. You see a little pup suckling on its mother, and that'll make you cry. And that's the depth of your heart. And you're supposed to be like that, and you're supposed to find fulfillment in that. And with the Five of Cups, you have been made fun of, humiliated, and taken advantage of, because you are able to do that, because you're able to really feel love for everything at all times. People have seen this as a disadvantage and have told you to be smarter or better or not be so naive. But you won't be able to do that. It's not your sole purpose. So we have the Knight of Cups, the Hermit, and the Hangman. They're also saying that you're somebody who, like for me, it took about 10 minutes or something to get so far in the reading. Whatever I've said so far, this is a group that can collapse the timeline and do a 10-minute task in 3-4 minutes just because they have the capacity to hold higher emotional energy than most people. Just because you feel more deeply, you will be faster than most people. Although till now, or mostly in life, you might look like you are slower, but totally opposite. The real case is opposite. And they're also saying, with, you know, beautiful cards, if you'll see, we've got the Knight of Cups. Really love this Knight of Cups. I don't know why I love this Knight of Cups. Very independent, very fierce, very in like owning themselves. Like they don't care about anything except who they are. And the wonderful thing is, because they don't care about anything except who they are, people heal just by looking at their authenticity. And that's why we also have the Hermit and the Hangman, because it doesn't happen by accident. You don't become someone so authentic by accident. It's a conscious decision. Every time somebody hurts you, every time somebody breaks your heart, betrays your trust, you still choose to forgive them and give them love. And that's why you're so magically connected. They're saying don't think so much about being connected to the higher realm. You just are. Feel all your feelings, and that's your secret to being enlightened. You are somebody who will achieve and feel and experience enlightenment in this very lifetime. I feel that very strongly. This I cannot say that, oh, I'm 100% sure, but I genuinely feel that it's a high possibility that you will experience it in this life itself. And the secret to that is never ever running away from your feelings and not suppressing a single one of those. Because you are a diamond, and a diamond does not hide any of its refracted light. It doesn't hide away its cracks, its brokenness, it's nothing. It just shows itself, and it's considered all the more precious for it. So that's what I have for you, Group 4. Thank you for visiting the channel. I love you very deeply, and thank you for sending out the love that you do. So if you like the reading, you can like and comment and subscribe to help my channel. And yeah, happy 11/11. I actually crossed the 11:11 a.m. morning time mark with your reading. So hey, I'm telling you, you guys, you were in the womb of your mother and you were already connected. Like, I don't think there's been much of a disconnection. I think you're always in alignment. So I would love to hear from you in the comment section. You know, like, Janaka, we have this advice for you. So I would love that. Okay, take care. Namaste. Talk soon.